He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On the move, it's Miamiblack. Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Texas! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Going up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, and it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This is a third and long. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And the fourth and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
To the air, it's Ewers. And the ball's out, and they're after it. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Fast motion from the offense. Using his legs, it's Baxter. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Got it! And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Texas 7, Florida State 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll fire. They get to him as he throws. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback, because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass, it's Uiagalelei. Completes it in the middle. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast. And
pass on the way, it's picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
that is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
21, Florida State, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
To the air on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Pulls it in. It's Benson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. You're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quick strike complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break. Can anyone catch it? And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Unloads to the wideout.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. It's complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Texas 21, Florida State 7.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Running with power. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll sprint in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Miamiblack. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers and some serious skill.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. Discards a man. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. Texas, 27.
A 3rd down play to open up this quarter. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Douglas. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Douglas. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, no! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up! You have to wrap up!
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets an end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Bolden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Now on 3rd down after that run. They'll leave it with him. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. At the 35, he's loose. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game